backpack I've ever seen.
Well, no, just
Bitch titties,
you don't even have to look at the hair, right? You can just look at
glasses.
the build. I didn't even notice the backpack. You can notice the build, notice the style of hair. It looks like, if I can't see his face, but I would assume he's like 50s, 60s. Like that's what he looks like.
No, he's just really unhealthy. He's probably in his 20s.
Wow. So my assumption was he was old as fuck because his hair, it looks like he's either balding or his hair is like just really, he has really
Yeah, it's
bad
just
hair over the years.
unkempt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like usually that goes on like after decades. It usually looks like that, and he just looks like he's old and doesn't do any physical activity to have any sort of. Um, he looks like his
He's fat.
everything is atrophy. His muscles have atrophied
Yeah.
already. So even before the colored hair and the backpack that I didn't even notice and the pink pants, you can already tell that he's mentally ill by just looking at him.
Yep. Fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah, so the grand final was a little nerve-wracking, but they still won 5-3.
Damn. Oh.
Wow. Wow. Mason, first year MVP champs, bro. His life is a movie. His life's a movie. Oh my God.
Now, you've been a man of few words with me as well throughout some of these interviews, but you have worked so hard to get to this moment. You have achieved the dream that so many Call of Duty players want to achieve in the time in which you have. Talk to me about what it means to be on this stage, look at this crowd, and to become a Call of Duty Championship MVP.
It feels insane. It wouldn't have been possible without the team. Thank you guys for giving me the chance, Hector. And I just appreciate all the support from the Green Wall, man. Thank you guys.
There you go, everybody.
I can't imagine that feeling, bro.
Insane, bro.
I can't imagine.
So
Insane.
to be a
Dude,
part of
imagine
this
this kid was, their new player was in Challenger, so he's basically making next to no money. Gets called up as a fill-in, and then for one tournament, and then 2 tournaments later, he's winning a ring and 200,000.
Now,
Shit's
I want
crazy.
to come on over and talk to a man who has been a
that's
part
pretty
of 5 Call of Duty
Come
World
on, DD.
Championship
He's just collecting now. He just got the gauntlet, seriously.
But now he is DB5 on the main stage. Karma, how does it feel to hold another one of these?
I mean, shit, that was a fast turnaround, you know. I mean, the way this year started, I don't know if any of us thought this was going to happen, and I was nervous as shit that match. You know, I'm sweating, but it's great, and you know, and I couldn't get the last 2 without these guys, so shout out to them. I mean, dude, they put in so much work. Like, I'm so happy with how they handled this year. I mean, it was rough. You know, we were in the deepest of the deeps that you could possibly be. And to turn it around, we brought Mason back. Or we got Mason on the team, brought Kyler back, and dude, they were just a different beast the last month.
They were a different beast, but the right green monster that these fans needed to get another world championship, everybody. Make some noise for Karma.
That boy, Damon.
Now let me talk to El Capitan over here. Hex, how proud of you of these boys to get the 3rd Call of Duty World Championship for the Green Wall and to cement yourself in history, having the most championships of any org, and to be the first organization to go back-to-back.
But first and foremost, like everything about this entire year has been just insane. Like, nobody could have written a better script. I could be prouder than these guys. I can't thank enough the Green Wall for showing up as strong as they always do. I want to say a special thanks to everybody back at home. I want to team Mobs, we have Roger, we have James Page, everybody in Optic. I want to say hello to my obviously beautiful wife, Liv. And I tell you, Call of Duty is a sport that will be as big as it possibly can if we continue to be as resilient as we have been.
Oh, God.
Hercules, you
Always
are the
by
man.
my side.
Shotzi, I want you to do the honors.
Oh, he already got him.
So it's already over.
And Hercules,
Yeah, it was just one match. It started at 3.
Texas won everything.
Well, they won champs, yeah. They went, they only lost 3 maps. Like 3 games out of the whole entire thing.
There are any rules against PEDs when it comes to esports?
I don't know if there are rules against it, but no one uses like Adderall or anything anymore. Like, people used to be... Actually, one guy that was on something last year basically got blacklisted.
Because he used it?
Yeah. There's actually video of him tweaking on stage during an interview.
Interesting.
With flexible
I'll show
deductible
it
options.
on stream.
I guess if it gives an advantage.
Just look at his eyes and his movements and demeanor.
Yeah, honestly, we just believe,
How he's
you know,
talking.
like I literally said, believe, like I literally said,
Hopefully this guy's
start
gone.
playing tighter towards like, well, like it doesn't matter, but like, yeah, we got the piece P4, we got the castle.
What if he's just really, really
and,
nervous?
Yeah, we just believed, and then
No, it looks like he has like Tourette's there or something.
Well, maybe he does, right?
No, he's one of those Indians that
Nice.
thinks he's black.
Just
So
looking
that's
for a
definitely
little-
not what he's like.
I want you to do the honors.
Oh, he already got him. He was ready.
And Hercules finally gets
Who's that big purple dude?
The big purple dude. Oh,
Is that
Mundo?
Thanos?
Is that wait? What name did you say?
To Summoner's Rift.
Thanos.
That's Dr. Mundo. That's the guy who heals for no reason. He's
30 seconds until
beyond
minions
busted. I
spawn.
don't know why he's has been massively nerfed.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So his passive at level 1 is Dr. Mundo will resist the first immobilizing effect he receives, meaning any CC doesn't affect him, which is retarded. Instead of taking
Who's the
damage,
counter to him?
Spawn.
huh?
Who's the counter to him?
I don't know. That's why I ban him a lot of the time. Because either I don't know how to counter him, or I just don't play anyone that does.
Give them a round of applause, boys.
What, you trying to put it over his head?
Let's get them crowned up here on the main stage. For one more time, everybody in the venue. I want you guys to blow the roof off the house. Make some noise
brother.
for the world champions of the 2020 season.
What a final.
It's
What a
honestly
year.
just
Back-to-back
unreal.
world champions, ladies and gentlemen. You can't write this. Like Hector said, you literally can't write a better script. I think the entire world, when we made our pick'ems, when I made my pick'ems for this event, and I chose us to win this event, everyone's saying biased, optics been terrible, and despite all odds, they come out here and they dominate. Didn't lose a single map before the grand final, and they hoist a back-to-back world championship trophy alongside a rookie that came into the league 2 months ago. You can't make it up, man.
Can't make that shit up. After the entire year, so turbulent, roster changes, this, that, the other. You know, the dark times that we all went through as Optic fans. That makes it all better right there. That's what we always say. Who gives a
I
fuck?
just vividly remember everyone laughing at us on the couch.
We were getting fucking
sweet revenge. I love it.
we were getting fucking roasted, dude.
Sweet revenge.
I mean, congratulations to the boys. Yo, what a final, though, man. I mean, that was genuinely a very, very, very close final. Every map could have went either way after the first two. We played that Aussie surge so well, and then we just clutch up at the end there, dude. Vancouver played us close. I mean, dude, Vancouver couldn't close. That was just the...
Yeah, so that was their issue.
That was it. They
Great
couldn't
team,
close.
great players, great teamwork. It's just something when it's time to really buckle it in.
When it's time to...
For about a minute, they just...
Bro, the whole kill feed, the last 2 minutes of that rewind was just...
Yeah.
They started teammating. Like, they started tweaking, bro. They started tweaking so fucking hard. And the boys clutch up and get it done, man.
Crazy, bro.
What a movie. Big Bones, thanks for the 20. Big Darius, thanks for that 10. Chad, thank you guys to every single one of you for spending your weekend with us. I mean,
unbelievable.
It ended in the best possible way, but you guys were with us every step of the way. You had an insane amount of people tuned in.
I think we got up to like 172 again. I'm pretty sure.
I appreciate that 50 by my brother.
I'm pretty sure that was the same amount that we had last year. I think it was like 172 is what we peaked at. So it's just around the same. So thank you to everyone coming out, showing love. I mean, you guys are going crazy, bro. We've got Rube with a 50 gifted members. We've got super chats flying. I mean, thank you. Steve with 100. I mean, dude, they're just flying in.
Time you go to bed, dog.
Keep up with this right now, dude.
I'll sleep at probably 5 something.
My computer's tweaking. It's just absolute madness here. But yeah, special shouts out to everybody that tuned in, you know.
So you're awake for
the highs, the lows, really a lot of lows this year, but all worth it in the end. And yeah, there you go.
19 hours.
Back-to-back champs t-shirt. Get it now while it's hot. Shop.opticgaming.com. You know they're quick with it, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's a must-cop right there.
Absolutely.
All 3 rings on the shirt.
Shit's fine.
That 17-24, I mean, that's a must-cop.
Must-cop, for sure.
I genuinely can't believe it.
Dude, I mean, unbelievable.
I can't believe it. I'm just so grateful they did it without going to a final match.
Dude, I
Game 9. Game 9 would have been crazy.
If we went to a Game 9, it would have been crazy. But I still think they got it. Even if it went 9, I think they got it. Thank you, Pure Impacts with the 50. Oh, man. I mean, dude, it was just so crazy. So crazy.
Not official, but probable WC groups.
Wow, here we go. Hey, champs, that's the regular season over.
It's not over yet.
Not over yet. There's still one more. One more Call of Duty tournament. That's going to be in about a month. EWC. And here are the groups as of right now. Not official. We got Royal Ravens, Rocker, and Orchid. We got that.
D&D is awesome.
Heretics, FaZe, Falcons.
Surge Honor T, Cloud9.
Damn. Hey, that's actually a crazy group right there. That's the pool of death for sure. Surge, Thieves, Cloud9. Holy shit. Gonna be an absolute movie. Golden Game with the 100 bomb. Let's go, baby.
Golden.
Can we get an absolute W, chat, for the boys, man? What a cap to the end of the year.
Dude, I can't even. My boy Trent, thanks for that 20. My boy Chief, he already locked in my champ shirt. Love watching the boys play and the watch party.
Shouts out Vancouver, too, though. I mean, that was not an easy contest.
They had an incredible season.
Yeah, that was not an
And
easy
they
contest.
obviously showed up in a big way. I mean, some of those maps, that protocol control, that ball hardpoint, I mean, these are maps that a couple kills could change the outcome. Luckily, it's us with the clutch. And I just couldn't be happier for these guys. I think the amount of doubt going into this tournament to go out there and do that, just such impeccable work.
I mean, how could you not, though? If you're a viewer, you know, it's been a bad year, but Shotzi was telling us how scrims were going, and he said that they were going pretty much as good as they could possibly go, making teams rage quit. Like, they locked it in. Similar to last year. I mean, if you remember back to last year, Major 4, we got dead last. They locked in for a month before champs, and then they get it done.
Yep.
Got to put the head down, get after it, man, and they do just that.
Wow, man.
And yeah, Shotzi, I mean, this guy's unbelievable. Goes without saying. Guy put on for finals. You could tell how bad he wanted that, man. Search and destroy plays, making plays on the map. The discipline too. I mean, can't say enough about it. How he's playing.
I don't even know what to say.
Especially like all the shit this year with it. He's telling people to get houses and shit. You know.
Now he can start again. He's got a good couple
Oh
weeks.
gosh. He might start again.
Oh my God. Rage, thanks for that 20. Broke, thanks for that 20. Thank
I
you
don't
guys.
even know.
Dude,
This
Husky
shit.
Uncle just dropped 500.
Okay, Big Unc put a big
Big
sick bastard.
He said to the absolute gentleman, congrats on back-to-back. To all the haters after 0-18, thank you for the bulletin board material. GG Seattle, much respect for a hard-fought final. Drinks are on me, gents.
Hey.
Thank you for another amazing
thank you,
year of
Husky.
watch parties. Much love. And there we have it, our final stats for the regular season.
And dropped the 1.2 damage.
Yeah, no, Ant goes crazy. I mean,
Abuza was shooting, by the way. I wasn't going to say that during the series, but Abuza was doing his thing too, so.
I mean, it was a great final. Great final.
I will say now that we
Dude,
won it,
Uncle, thank
obviously, hindsight after the fact, I'm happy it was a little bit closer instead of like a final. It made it a lot more.
Oh yeah, my heart was my heart was in my throat the entire time. Just fucking tweaking. Oh baby, I don't even know. I don't want to get off. This is awesome.
Stretch my legs.
This is awesome, baby.
I'm honestly just mind blown.
Can't
That's
believe
fucking crazy.
I mean,
like,
the way it
just the
started,
storyline
too.
is just.
It starts with a 3-0 against FaZe. It just catapults the team into a 3-0 against
Like,
Toronto.
we were the best since day one.
And I mean, even like the tournament itself, Thieves lose round 1, they get last. Like the tournament really like set up for us to do it. I mean, Thieves are eliminated early. We beat FaZe round 1. They get eliminated 5th, 6th. And after that, I mean, we were saying, I mean, what was it? Probably Friday night, we were like, FaZe is the only team that's gonna be able to fuck with us.
Yeah.
Of how we're looking, and Thieves got eliminated, and then FaZe gets eliminated. It's like, okay, well now it's on us. So unbelievable. I'm fucking. What a year.
Back-to-back world champions.
What a year.
Oh man.
Holy shit! I don't want to end it. I don't know what to say at this point.
We can
but
sit here and talk in circles. Congratulations on winning the regular season predictions daily. You're lucky I didn't Friday.
Did I?
Yep. You officially won. You beat Riley out by 2.
Wait, I won by 2? Oh yeah, that's right, because it was the Boston pick. But we'll extend it into EWC. This is the official though. Take a screenshot of this. I won predictions this year. That's right. Yo, Mark, you were pretty close though, but
I bounced back too.
I wasn't planning on hard tonight, boys, but when in Rome.
I turned 30 in that.
When in Rome, boys. We have to. There's no other choice.
We just went back to back, and I turned 30.
Get ready, boys.
Someone we need to make a call and get a sprinter at that hotel.
We're going to the after party.
Dude.
I mean,
That's a long oob.
like an hour 15 away.
Orange
oob there is gonna be
orange
vibey.
creamsicle the whole way.
Oh.
Just get out with cheek on window.
Well, no, the ride there is gonna be easy. The ride back is gonna be battered.
I got a pack when you get back.
Oh, I ain't packing. I'm fucking tossing. I'm throwing shit in the suitcase and zipping it, and I'm gonna wake up fucking. That alarm's gonna go off, and it's gonna be bad, bro.
Unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the guys. I can't.
100%.
I mean, we of course saw a bit behind the curtain, you know, this past month. You know, and we heard stories about how scrims were going and the extra sets, the S&D late night, like a lot that went into it. But to see it all come to fruition like that in such a big way, to make history and secure the first ever back-to-back organizational world championship.
I mean, for it to take this long, it's obviously very hard to do.
Seriously, man.
And after the year that they had for them to do it, just makes it even crazier.
Big Joseph with a $100 super chat.
Come on,
Let's go, boys, back-to-back. Thank you to all of you gentlemen for being amazing and sharing your experiences with us. Let's go, man. Crazy. Joseph, much love, bro. Thank you, legend.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Happy early
To all
birthday
of
to
you.
Scump, chat.
Thank you.
Dirty 30 tonight.
Thank you very much. Yep, I'm officially Unk status now. Is that Davis?
Yeah.
Davey getting hyped up. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, when I stood up hella fast after they won, I almost blacked out. I was this close. I just sit down like,
You seen the dots?
yeah, bro. Started getting lightheaded. I stood up so fast.
Rep still with a 50. Let's go, Red.
Shot up like a cannon.
And then Brandon, thanks for that 10. Whoa, I'm not buying that.
Wait, what?
He said, how's the Rolex gonna feel on that wrist? I'm not buying a Rolex.
That 2017
With a
Nissan
dab of
Altima.
branch?
No, we're gonna get him a
Hercules
2017
wins
Nissan
champs
Altima.
MVP and makes history winning champs in his third ever pro event, which is the quickest any player in COD history has ever won a world championship. His first major championship comes in COD champs, which has only happened 2 other times in history. Attached 2015, Assault 2018. Young legend.
It's a good start to the career for sure. Great start.
I don't think it gets better. He joined his first pro team, like starting role was Optic. He fills in for 1 major, gets picked up on Optic. 2 months later, wins the world championship.
It's a
It's a fairy tale.
Dude, Tanner
But it's
with a
not.
370 AED said back-to-back shouts from Dubai. Absolutely. Roy with 100. Happy birthday. Thank you very much, Big Roy.
Also, yeah, I do want to throw some gas over to Big Brucey, man. Brandon, his back-to-back ring. I mean, that guy is...
I mean, he's really locked it in.
The Vol hardpoint job.
Oh, yeah,
almost,
content
I thought he was
is
a rig to... Oh, yeah, content. Yeah.
Hector did say that. Y'all saw that.
Handle the contest.
Oh, don't worry. It'll be handled. You kidding me? Hector did say if they win, we go. It's been said. Here we go. Treyarch congratulating as well.
Hey, come on, baby. Hey, we have one more big event. UWC is a big prize.
Yeah.
I mean, it's essentially similar to champs when it comes to prize pool. So I think every single team is going to be going very hard for that. So luckily for us, the Call of Duty season is extended another month or so.
Yep.
And then after that, luckily we'll probably have the beta end of August or somewhere around there, early September.
It's kind of bittersweet though, man. It's like we just won, but now it's like, oh, there's no more COD besides EWC, but that's only one more weekend, and then we have the long wait. The long wait.
Yo, Warrior, thanks for that 20, man. Just pre-ordered that back-to-back shirt. This year was a movie. Mason is him. True, the next Karma. About to start calling him MR1. MR1.
Hell yeah, that's actually hard. We got Raza with a 200. Congrats, 20 year. Happy birthday, Scuff. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. Yep, Unk status coming up. 7 hours. Actually, less than that. 6 hours. Do you guys do your birthday in your normal time zone or the time zone you're in?
Eastern time zone is the time zone. We usually, like we do it midnight or
Tequila shot hits the lips.
oh, it will be too good.
Don't worry. Ace texted me earlier and said you better not be hungover.
Better not.
She's gonna have a rude awakening.
You better be. Chat, shop.opticgaming.com, baby.
Get
Cop
yourself
the
a
back-to-back
chat.
shirt. Get it while it's hot.
If you can't, please spread the word. We take story posts, retweets, likes, whatever you can do. Word of mouth. Thank y'all, chat. Shop.opgaming.com.
I wish we had some beverages here so we could fucking kick it off.
Yeah, we don't.
We don't have any bev here.
We don't. It's all right.
Now imagine the process.
Luckily, we're in a good city. We can walk out the front door and just walk through a bar.
The process is about to be fire.
Honor is in the heart.
It's gonna be a movie because it's like the trajectory. It's just like this, and then slowly the climb. It's like you're on a roller coaster waiting for the drop. Thank you guys for all the super chats coming in. What was your favorite map of the tournament to watch?
The last one.
The last one?
I mean, just the comeback. In my head, I'm like, oh no, Vancouver are playing well. This might go game 9. If it goes game 9, I probably wouldn't have said a word the entire map.
You've just been clenched.
And then they kick it into gear. Like you said, the kill feed was green for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes long. When they broke Jet, I was like, oh man. Like,
yeah.
Shit, Nasty gets that 2-piece. Yeah, I think the final map is my favorite of the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, it's an easy one to pick for sure. Mine was probably...
That's a pretty
word.
Yeah, probably that. Or the vault. Hard point.
Yo, Malin, thanks for that 20, bro.
Yeah, mine was probably the last map.
Last map?
Or the Hot C S&D.
That the most recent one?
Yeah.
Yeah? I mean, Chachi was playing perfect.
I will not forget who
I mean, I can't get over Let's talk about how they costed Shotzi that 4-piece, by the way. That was one of the nicest clips I've seen in my
nice
entire
out
life.
lineup points.
That was
like
disturbing. There he is.
That's right.
The two-time Big Brucey. I mean, what a fucking comeback for the boys, dude. All right, well, I mean, do we keep dabbling or do we?
It's up to you, bro. I'm ready to get party if you want. I'm about to get fucking obliterated.
Joseph 100, let's go, boys. Back to back, and happy birthday.
Back
Thank
to
you very
back.
much, brother. Thank you, Joseph. All right, do we end it here? I don't want to end it, but I feel like we must.
Well, before we go, an overwhelming thank you. That's going to conclude the, I guess, official like CDL regular season for us. We watched every single match of Call of Duty with you guys.
Well, we missed one match this year.
Who with you? You went to the Stars game?
I missed one match.
We watched basically every single second of Call of Duty with you guys this year.
And the match was LAT versus Miami. And Miami won.
I'm not going to be too corny, but thank you guys for making this possible, man. Without you guys, this really, you know
Another
what I'm
good
saying?
year in the books, man.
You guys are what makes this special, and then that's just the cherry on top to watch our boys go out there and do it. So just a thank you from me and us just for being here every single weekend and showing the love you guys show. It's
It would have been fire if I passed out on camera, though. They win, I shoot up and just fucking right. Shit would have been
Into
fucking,
the setup.
Oh, that shit would have been hilarious.
Riley would have stood up fast as shit.
Oh my god, bro. I was close, dude. I was close. I fucking shot up. Oh man, thank you guys for all the super chats coming in. Seriously, thank you for the love. I mean, seriously, it's been unbelievable.
My boy Joseph with the $100 bounty, 100 for all the boys. Let's go, brother.
Let's go,
Back to
Big
back.
Joe.
Yes,
Joseph
thank
hit
you, all the boys.
Let's go,
Watch
Big
party.
Joe.
Get messed up tonight. Joseph, I appreciate you supporting the boys.
Huge.
And of course, the watch party. Thank you, brother.
Huge shouts out to Riley as well.
the man, the myth, the legend,
Making
the one-man
sure-
army. He sets this whole thing up. He makes the show just such a, you know, the show without him would be here, and he makes it.
We watched 252 matches this year.
road home.
That's unreal. Maybe next year, hopefully, maybe.
Virtue is
Did
no
Merck
more
beat
than a
former KD? I actually don't know. Did he?
Killing spree.
Because whenever you have a 1.5 or whatever, I think you get 1.95 or something like that.
This
So
story
I don't
is
think
not
so,
yet
but
finished.
maybe. Yeah, maybe.
An ally has been
Which is
slain.
still amazing. I mean, he won MVP. So.
Rampage.
Follow the wind. Watch your back.
Cop the t-shirt already? Yes, sir. Thank you very much to all of you, man. It's going to be
Ally
good.
has been slain.
Now. Can't wait to watch the process. Can't wait till EWC. Imagine they win EWC. Dude. How much is the prize pool for that? I'll be walking around with
It's
$500,000.
It's a
Enemy has been slain.
big merge. I'm genuinely in awe. I mean, I kind of like expected, like, as of today, I was like very confident that they'd win, but if you
never know, though. It's a lot can go wrong.
But like before the tournament, like I think
I alone
a lot of hope.
decide.
Like, you know, I think they could do it. Like the talent's there, and then
it actually
day by day, you're like, what the fuck's going on? You guys are bopping the floor. And now,
Ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
I don't know. They just hoisted world championship.
Yeah, they don't
hardware.
give a fuck.
They don't
Kidding me?
Fine, fuck.
LR said shouts out methods W host. Sure. Guess what this shot gave me?
My army
Hey,
left a long
I'll
time.
take it when I can get it.
Oh yeah, pennies. So yeah, that makes sense. But we ended there, folks.
Oh man.
That's a good play. The Oscars?
The hell?
What are we overstaying our welcome here?
Yo, Ryan,
An
thanks for
ally
the
has
20,
been
big
slain.
job.
He said, "Get the fuck off the stage."
Oh, well, he does need to pack the whole place up.
That's very true.
Follow the wind.
Well, folks, one more time. One more time. It was a long wait until the next CDR. Back-to-back champions. What a season. So happy for those guys, man. They put in the work and they got it done when it mattered the most, yet again. You guys have a fantastic rest of your evening.
Chat.
Till next time,
Love you guys,
folks.
chat. Thank you so much for the
Thank
support.
you so much. Let's go.
Thank you,
Love you,
thank you,
Operation.
thank you. Whoa!
And says, I feel like I need to cover the freebie Sweeneys.
Virtue is no more than a luxury.
Well, everyone appreciates that, John.
I'm so happy you love the first drop of my collection of Frankie's bikini. We have more dreamy pieces coming our way. So tap to sign up for early access so you can get more information.
And I will say that it's really good that we have shown Sydney Sweeney a few times. Thank you, Harley. Thank you, John. Because what we're about to show isn't going to make the chat as fun. And that would be a classic case of Trump derangement syndrome. Ladies and gentlemen, none other than the poster child for TDS,
every Olympic organic yogurt.
Rosie O'Donnell.
During his first go-round, it was very difficult, and I got myself into some bad places. You know, I was very, very depressed. I was overeating. I was over-drinking. I was, you know, I was so depressed, Chris. I can't, you know, it hurt my heart that America believed the lies about him, and then it broke my heart to be in a business that creates and sells those lies for profit. You know, it was very heavy, to tell you the truth. During his first...
Wow. Now, Harley Dave says refund. Harley Dave says refund. Don't worry, we're gonna make the whole thing worth it, okay? Don't worry, Harley. We're gonna make it all worth it. Because a lot of people might not know the backstory. A lot of people may not know the backstory. A lot of people think that the Rosie O'Donnell-Trump feud kind of started when Trump said, only Rosie O'Donnell. And that's not where it started. It started because Rosie O'Donnell, when she was on The View, I believe, all these years ago, called Trump a snake oil salesman. She made fun of him. She went off on him. She accused him of all of these different things. And then Trump responded, and this is the classic Trump response, which is really like, if you think Trump is a badass now, and he is, dude, back in the day, Trump was the ultimate savage.
Well, Rosie O'Donnell's disgusting. Both inside and out. You take a look at her, she's a slob. She talks like a truck driver. Rosie attacked me personally because I was very happy when her talk show failed. The other thing that failed, and this was a real monster, and everybody was suing her, was her magazine. Her magazine called Rosie was a total disaster. So I loved it. I gloat over it. I think it's wonderful because I like to see bad people fail. Rosie failed. I'm happy about it. She's basically a disaster. Well, she called me a snake oil salesman. You know, coming from Rosie, that's pretty low because when you look at her and when you see the mind is weak. I don't see it. I don't get it. I never understood. How does she even get on television? I believe Barbara made a terrible mistake later on, and I think Barbara's probably paying a big price. If I were running The View, I'd fire Rose. I mean, I'd look her right in that fat, ugly face of hers. I'd say, Rosie,
ugly face. Let's go! Oh, there's more. Just wait, there's more. I see you, Harley Dave. I see you, you mad lad.
we're all a little chubby, but Rosie's just worse than most of us. But
never gets old. I've heard that line so many times. We're all a little chubby, but Rosie is worse than most of us.
If I were running into you, I'd fire Rosie. I'd look at right in that ugly face of hers. I'd say, Rosie, I'd fire her. We're all a little chubby, but Rosie's it's not the chubbiness. Rosie is both inside and out. Rosie's a person that's very lucky to have her girlfriend. And she better be careful or I'll send one of my friends over to pick up her girlfriend. Why would she stay with Rosie if she had another choice?
In the heart, not the
Dude, the savagery is off the charts. And he would do it too. He would send someone.
Rosie's a person that's very lucky to have her girlfriend. And she better be careful or I'll send one of my friends over to pick up her girlfriend. Why would she stay with Rosie if she had another choice? She's trying to use ABC and The View to get even with me. But with me, we fight back. I'll probably sue Rosie because she doesn't tell the facts. As an example, I'm worth many billions of dollars. Now, she said I was bankrupt. I never went bankrupt. So probably I'll sue her because it would be fun. I'd like to take some money out of her fat ass pockets. I actually think they ought to look at her whole life and see where she's coming from because I think she's got some very deep-seated problems. Perhaps it should be Rosie that goes to rehab. Rosie is a loser.
Now going back to that. Now think about the fact that she decided to pick a fight with Trump. And then Trump just became more and more and more powerful and influential. And then he became the President of the United States of America. And this was her response to that.
During his first go-round, it was very difficult, and I got myself into some bad places. You know, I was very, very depressed. I was overeating. I was over-drinking. I was, you know, I was so depressed, Chris. I can't, you know, it hurt my heart that America believed the lies about him, and then it broke my heart to be in a business that creates and sells those lies for profit. You know, it was very heavy, to tell you the truth.
So that's the backstory on Trump versus Rosie. And, you know, a lot of people think that it was all that, you know, presidential debate. But that was kind of where it just hit the next level. And the volume's a little low on this, but this is that classic moment.
No one is promised tomorrow.
Dude, 5 and 27, dude. Holy fuck.
I love how petty he is. It's so glorious. So there you go, right there. Guess who's not petty, but a legend? Harley Dave
5 and 25.
dropped another 50 gifted memberships. Holy crap. It's Harley's show, and we're just blessed to be here. Harley Dave with another 50 bomb. Holy crap. Thank you, Harley. Dark Schwartz Rising for 20 says, just tuned in right to the Rosie Nostril cam. Thank you. It was a rough time to join. That's why I'm leaving the camera on Megan Kelly for a few minutes. Just to, you know, hopefully make up for that. Vault 95 says, I was about to go to bed, but this is more important. Thank you, Vault 95. I appreciate that. And this is crazy to say this. I find Jake more likable than Logan. I find Logan Paul to be one of the most unlikable human beings I have ever seen.
Alright, I'll be back.
Geyser. Holy fuck.
But you have to get a, or we're not gonna go shopping and I'm just gonna get food somewhere.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, you there?
Yeah.
I appreciate that Logan Paul is a fantastic athlete because
What
he is,
happened?
but I truly, truly can't stand Logan Paul. And as Daniel says in the chat, Logan can wrestle, man. Logan is a phenomenal professional wrestler. He is absolutely incredible, and it makes me sick to my stomach to have to admit that.
Death is like the wind,
Jake Paul is getting
always
exactly
by
what
my
he wanted out
side.
of this. He's getting publicity. So again, that was the first time I watched it, and so watching it within the context of it, I feel like Jake Paul got exactly what he wanted out of this. You know, these guys really don't have a lot of shame. They are multimillionaires many times over. They are very, very good at marketing, and they're very good at getting attention. And I have no hate on them from that perspective. You know, it's just with Logan Paul, I just feel like Logan Paul is truly just it's like a sociopath, man. He really is. And he really like the whole scamming with the crypto thing. Like I don't really feel bad for people that like it's weird because so Logan Paul got caught up in a whole crypto scam thing or something like that.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
It's not that I feel bad for the people that Logan Paul scammed because I kind of equally look at it like if you're dumb enough to give Logan Paul your money over a crypto thing, then you're dumb enough to lose your money, and I don't have sympathy for you. Yeah, I just don't. Why would I have sympathy for you if you're dumb enough to give Logan fucking Paul your money?
What are you having for dinner?
No idea.
You know, but so I don't hate him because he scammed people. I just hate him because
Food
he is a
insecurity, dog.
Yeah, it's the same thing as like the Hot Tour girl. Like, I don't feel sorry for the victims of the Hot Tour girl. If you gave the Hot Tour girl money, why would I feel sorry for you? If you're that stupid, I would never feel. Why would I feel sorry for you for being stupid? But yeah, so to me, Jake Paul got exactly what he wanted out of this clip, and I don't necessarily fault him for that. I think he did. He got what he wanted. So this was not the clip that I anticipated. I thought it was going to be something more. By the way, this is just a recommendation for the audience. I just watched a show on Netflix called Waterfront, or The Waterfront. And I finished the whole season. It just came out on Netflix. I liked it. It's good. It's not great. It's solid. I'd give it like a 7. So yeah, it's a pretty solid show. So I would recommend it if you're looking for something that's okay. It's okay. The Waterfront, though, pretty good. Waterfront, says Evan S. It's good. Yeah, I saw Gary tweeted out that F1 was really good. I'll be looking. I definitely want to see that. I want to see F1. I think that'll be a good one. So I'm looking forward to that one. Jeremy needs an IDOT crypto coin. Not necessarily an IDOT crypto coin. I don't think I'm going to go down that road anytime soon. Nah. I don't understand crypto enough to even scam anybody. So I guess that's my best argument for it, is that I don't even understand it enough to scam people. So we'll just leave it at that. But if you actually are interested in some IDOT merch, we are in the final run of the IDOT shirt right there on our Teespring store. So Uncle IDOT, and that will be going away tomorrow night at midnight. So if you have not, make sure you get your Uncle IDOT shirt. And then we're going to be launching more after that. Not from, I think we're going to do some Cobra Cast merch. Everybody's been asking for Cobra Cast merch, so I think we're going to launch some Cobra Cast merch after that. So I will keep you guys posted. Okay, it looks like Trump has decided to launch this Thomas Massey, anti-Thomas Massey ad. New $1 million ad buy from pro-Trump PAC airing in Kentucky against Thomas Massey, highlighting his history of voting against Trump's tax cuts and border security measures. Massey is up for a re-election next fall. Let's watch this.
What happened to Thomas Massey? President Trump is banning sex changes on minors. Massey voted against it. President Trump is cutting taxes and saving Kentucky families $10,000. Massey voted against it. President Trump is securing our border and deporting criminal aliens. Massey voted against Trump again. And after Trump obliterated Iran's nuclear weapons program, Massey sided with Democrats and the Ayatollah. Let's fire Thomas Massey. MAGA Kentucky is responsible for the content of this advertising.
There you go. So Trump said he was going to go after Massey, and he has followed through with that. Here's what's interesting about this is that, you know, like people can look. People can take if you can take your emotions out of it and look at this objectively. Thomas Massey is very popular among his area. He just is. For Trump to have him defeated, Trump's going to have a very, very strong candidate. And I don't know if that candidate's out there. I don't like Massey, but I can be objective on this. But within Kentucky, he's very, very, very popular and very much liked. 100%. Now, the Massey fans, they think that he's more popular than he really is. And he's not. I mean, a lot of these clowns think that he's going to run for president in 2028, and they think he has a chance. Let me remind all of you that this is the same guy that decided to campaign for Ron DeSantis for president. Do you want to remind me how that went? Do you want to remind me how that went? Go ahead, Massey fans. Tell me how that one went. He had zero impact. He had none. He did the best he could to prop up DeSantis against Trump, and it failed miserably. So I'm not really worried about him from a nationwide standpoint. But from a local standpoint in Kentucky, he's going to be a very strong candidate. And so ultimately it's not about Massey, it's about who can they put in that spot. And that's the question that we don't know. I don't like him. I don't like him, and I don't like anybody who just says, "Oh, my principles, fuck you, principles, my ass." You're just going against the grain just for the sake of it. Typical, like it's just libertarian nonsense. This is your Dave Smith candidate right here, okay? So, not worried about him from a national level. So we'll see. But Trump is going after him. Trump is fed up with his bullshit, so we'll see how that all plays out. Let's see. Greg Kirby says Trump did do a bankrupt for a casino that failed. War Breer says are all the mods tucked safely in their beds? Mod lives matter. Nope. Eric's here. You see Eric. I don't know if anybody else is in here. Christian says thoughts on how the midterms are going to go given the Trump hat trick with Iran NATO 199 cast is fun. That's a good question, and I got a video that we can play to help me answer that question, so I'll get to it here in just a minute. Fantastic Knox says both Paul bros are biatch made. Magnum Norris says lol, the Paul brothers are not fighters because they ain't coming at I can't even say these people's names. I don't follow MMA that much, or even boxing. Boxing has fallen off so bad. And look, they're very strategic, man. Like they're good at being professional wrestlers. They're good at being, and when I say professional wrestlers, like Jake Paul's not into the wrestling, but they bring that professional wrestling entertainment value to it. You know what I mean? So, their job is to get paid. That's all they care about. Dark Schwartz Rising for 20 says he was actually a little funny trolling peers, but he lost all credit dipping out of the call. Yeah, I'd have to see the context of that to get the full understanding.
How much does
of it,
what you get
he wanted.
cost?
Lucifer says, Jeremy, I feel ducking retarded giving you money.
How much do you pay to get what you get at Burrito Boys?
But I appreciate it. John Murdoch. John freaking
26.
Murdoch says, just got my Uncle IDOT t-shirt
What is that?
today. Yes. Linko Kenobi sent me a picture of...
It's rice, a naked steak with rice, and I get both beans and cheese, burrito sauce, extra haddock on the side, and then 2 small boxes of fries.
How big is the steak?
It's not big. It's like ground and mixed in.
Oh.
His, and they look really good. So I was really, really happy. I was really, really happy to see that they turned out really well. Mike S says, what has Massey done? He doesn't do anything. He just attacks Trump for clout. He just talks like a silver-tongued libertarian. For some reason, they fall for it. Yeah, I mean, that's really all they want. They just want somebody that can... It's the same thing as this clown in New York. He said one thing that the anti-Israel crowd agreed with, so they're willing to overlook his socialism, him being a Muslim and a socialist, because he didn't say nice things about Israel. So that's all they care about. They have very one-track mind. If you say something bad about Israel, they love you no matter what. They don't care about any fucking thing else you say. As long as you say something bad about Israel, then they're like, oh, this guy's awesome. And so that's the Zohan. That's right, Zohan. Mad Frog says he should be trying to go after Lindsey Graham. Look, at the end of the day, Trump likes people that will support what he wants. That's how he operates. Modelicious is off topic. Is the Beavis and Butthead skins in Call of Duty real or a hoax? I'm pretty sure that's real. I'm pretty sure that's real. TJ says, hail, hail. Okay, so let's get to this video right here, because this is, in terms of the midterms and all of that, I think this is a very good kind of way to jump into that topic, because I believe, and I haven't watched this video yet, but I believe that the headline here, I agree with 100%. The headline is, from Jesse Waters, this may be Daddy Trump's best week as president ever. I agree with that completely. Here we go.
Democrats are admitting this may be Donald Trump's best week as president. NATO is calling him daddy. The ceasefire's holding, Iran's nuclear program's obliterated, and the stock market's about to hit an all-time high. Today at the Pentagon, Pistol Pete spiked the football right in the media's face.
Okay, I like Pistol Pete is a damn good name for Pete Hegseth. It's a callback to Pistol Pete Maravich. Pistol Pete, I like it. That's a damn good nickname.
Secretary Hegseth and General Raisin Kane thanked the boys in the B-2s who pulled off Saturday's operation. A mission 15 years in the making. In 2009, an officer was brought into a secret vault and briefed on a major construction project in Iran's mountain.
For more than 15 years, this officer and his teammate lived and breathed this single target, Fordow. He watched the Iranians dig it out. He watched the construction, the weather, the discard material, the geology, the construction materials, where the materials came from. He looked at the vent shaft, the exhaust shaft, the electrical systems, the environmental control systems, every nook, every crater, every piece of equipment going in and every piece of equipment going out. They literally dreamed about this target at night when they slept. They thought about it driving back and forth to work, and they knew from the very first days what this was for. And along the way, they realized we did not have a weapon that could adequately strike and kill this target. So they began a journey to work with industry and other tacticians to develop the GBU-57.
For over a decade, PhDs, geologists, and munition teams perfected the blast. They practiced it on dummy mountains. The bunker buster was born. Then the Air Force got a call Friday. Trump said the mission was a go.
The crews that attacked Fordow were from the active duty Air Force and the Missouri Air National Guard. The crews ranked from captain to colonel. And
do you understand the message that has been sent by the Trump administration is that you will not fuck with us? We can take you out undetected and be gone before you even know what hit you. That is the message that has been sent with this. And it's a damn good message. We have the greatest military in the world, and it's not even close. And a true message was sent. So much was accomplished by this. And let me remind you, I was not happy with the strikes when they first happened because I didn't understand the plan. And for all the people that say like, oh, he just follows everything Trump does. No, I didn't just blindly go, I trust Trump. I should have, but I didn't. I was like, I don't like how this looks. I don't know what what are we doing? What is Israel's involvement? But ultimately, now that we are beyond it, look at what it accomplished. Look at what this has accomplished, and look at the clout that Trump has around the world. Nobody is going to fuck with him. Nobody. And it's glorious.
And most were graduates of the Air Force Weapons School headquartered at Nellis Air Force Base in Nevada. I will state for the record that there is no beach volleyball or football at the Air Force Weapons School.
The target was the size of a washing.
Laughing Man says Jeremy's a panicking. Mad Frog says you will be vindicated, Jeremy. Iran will never stop trying to get a bomb. All this did was destroy negotiations. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, that's changing the rules of it. Like right now where we are, like Trump clearly made the right decision. If things change, that's not necessarily his control. And so I can't really, even if things change down the road, it still doesn't change what he did and what he has accomplished overall. So I would never go back on that. I mean, like I had people commenting on when I said when the ceasefire happened, if you remember on that stream, I said, look, he accomplished it. Now, I fully expect the ceasefire to be broken because these two idiots, these countries have been fighting forever. I said that on the stream. I'm like, I fully expect the ceasefire to be broken. Of course, that's what happened. But it being broken actually was a good thing because of how Trump handled it. Now, I had people coming at me go, what do you think, Jeremy? Haha, the ceasefire's broken. I'm like, dude, I literally predicted it would be broken. Like, I literally said that these guys would break it, but it doesn't change what was accomplished.
Machine. Miss, and the mission fails.
The United States decided to strike these two ventilation shafts, as seen here on the main graphic, as the primary point of entry into the mission space. In the days preceding the attack against Fordow, the Iranians attempted to cover the shafts with concrete to try to prevent an attack. The cap was forcibly removed by the first weapon, and the main shaft was uncovered. Weapons 2, 3, 4, 5 were tasked to enter the main shaft, move down into the complex at greater than 1,000 feet per second, and explode in the mission space. The primary kill mechanism in the mission space was a mix of overpressure and blast, ripping through the open tunnels and destroying critical hardware.
The Pentagon releasing these videos simulating the bomb blast. We dropped 420,000 pounds of these beasts and then threw in 30,000 pounds of tomahawks just for dessert. That kind of firepower, that cavern lab is incinerated. After 6 bullseyes, we knew the regime would retaliate, and they did, lobbing missiles at our largest base in the region, and our soldiers were ready.
You know that you're going to have approximately 2 minutes, 120 seconds to either succeed or fail. The sun sets in the west, Iran attacks. As the targets were detected, round after round of Patriot missiles are ejected from their canisters by an initial launch charge. Then the main solid rocket motor ignites. You can feel this in your body if you've ever been around a Patriot taking a shot. And round after round goes out and guides against those missiles coming inbound. We believe that this is the largest single Patriot engagement in U.S. military history. These awesome humans, along with their Qatari brothers and sisters in arms, stood between a salvo of Iranian missiles and the safety of Al-Udeid. They are the unsung heroes of the 21st century United States Army.
Patriot battery operators were hooting and hollering that night as they intercepted missile after missile from the MOAs. We're so proud of our men and women in uniform. Such courage and such ingenuity.
But of course, CNN and MSNBC and all of these other mainstream outlets, and I'm not in love with Fox. You know, I don't necessarily love Fox News either. I think Fox News is good for the grift, but I don't necessarily. I like Jesse Waters. It looks like, didn't Fox News just hire Brett Cooper, which is a phenomenal move, by the way, to hire Brett Cooper. She's got a great personality. But so that was a great move by them to hire her in. So they have good, they have people I like, but Fox News overall, fuck Fox News.
The mission was perfectly executed. The only question is if Iran moved their uranium.
The uranium was removed from the facility before the B-2 struck.
So I'm not aware of any intelligence that I've reviewed that says things were not where they were supposed to be, moved or otherwise.
The International Atomic Energy Agency and the Israeli Atomic Energy Commission both say the American payloads completely destroyed the enrichment facilities and the centrifuges. Iran's even admitting its nuclear sites are toast.
Our nuclear installations have been badly damaged, that's for sure, because it has come under repeated attacks by Israeli and American aggressors.
The only ones who say Iran's nuke program survived, besides CNN.
I'm sorry. I don't know if you heard his accent.
So we're gonna go shopping tomorrow then?
Yeah.
No, I didn't really hear it.
Just hearing that accent, I completely don't give a fuck about anything that he says or cares about. I now hate
What was
him.
he even saying?
I don't know, something about being aggressors, but I wasn't actually listening to what he was saying. It was just I couldn't stand the sound.
It's the Ayatollah, who came out of hiding
I don't
and
like
says
how
he slapped
they
us like
sound.
Bridget Macron.
The Islamic Republic dealt a severe slap to the face of America.
Besides Iranian back,
dude. And again, this guy speaks propaganda just so he can make his people think something. They spew propaganda constantly. And we learned that through this 12-day war. We learned that. Iran's propaganda is off the charts, man. It was unbelievable. And so many of these sites were running with it as it was just like fact. And that's what caused so much of the chaos on Twitter, is that so many of these accounts ran with the bullshit that Iran was spewing, and they were just like reporting on it. And everybody was going crazy. And I'm like, do you guys not understand what's happening right now? Like, how are you falling for this? But that's, what happens.
Baghdad Bob, CNN couldn't find a single soul to back up their fake story. Oh, and they tried.
You could see that the key nodes of a centrifuge program were hit. So the program is severely damaged.
I am confident that Iran has suffered a catastrophic blow to its enrichment program.
They did it perfectly. So we should have, as kind of Norm said, an expectation that there was significant damage.
The reporter who fronted the piece is a known con artist. They call her Nasty Natasha.
In 2020, it was Natasha Bertrand who had 51 intelligence analysts falsely lie to her, but she still put it on paper for some reason, that the Hunter Biden laptop story was Russian disinformation. Also, in 2024, Bertrand pushed the Suckers and Losers hoax. She also pushed the Fine People hoax, which was taking the president's words purposely out of context. And so this is a reporter who has been unfortunately used by people who dislike Donald Trump in this government to push fake and false narratives. She should be ashamed of herself.
Now, Trump is considering suing the fake New York Times and CNN over their smears on the Iran operation. Now, Trump is already suing ABC, CBS, and he's destroyed them. And so he could absolutely crush CNN and the New York Times over this. And I hope he does. I absolutely does. He's really pissed off about this, and he has gone off on CNN and MSNBC on their reporting. I mean, he was mad as hell the other day. Let me see if I can find that clip. Because this was like right before he said, like, you know, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. He was going off on them. It was glorious to see. If I can find that clip. He was so mad. I haven't seen Trump that mad in a long time. I talked about that earlier today. Where we've never, like, Trump is really never, like, out of control. It's just not in his nature. He's very measured, and he's been famous for my entire life, and we've really never seen him, like, lose
All right,
his
I'm gonna
cool
go
or
get food
anything.
somewhere. I'll be.
I'll find that clip. We'll continue to play this one for now. Here we go.
I'll get on later.
It's really bad when Morning Joe won't touch the bunker buster hose.
We also have to be cautious about being played by people inside the intel community who want to get their message out. That's happened an awful lot. Happened a lot in Iraq. It happened a lot in Afghanistan. So